We opened the vault and you'll never guess what we found. Battlefield announces that they love gamers and they want you to play their game. Cooler Master is showing up in r/slim thick. Someone used car transmission fluid to make the greatest 1080 Ti that ever lived. Maybe. Nvidia is giving away an RTX 5090 Borderlands 4 Founders card. What? It's me, Handsome Zach, your savior and your, wait for it, future ruler of Pandora. It's time for the news. Let's go. Launch window for the new Matrix 5090 graphics card. This is what we've been all wondering. When is this beautiful card gonna come to the market? Well, check this out. According to ASUS Singapore, the ROG Matrix GeForce RTX 5090 will arrive at the end of October. A little Halloween surprise, Phil.
Ooh.
A little Halloween surprise. Although it's not clear if this date applies globally or only to Singapore. So we'll see where it rolls out the rest of the world. 3-ounce copper PCB layer and the vapor changer, all that good stuff, heat pipes that you can come to expect from a high-end ASUS graphics card.
The real question is, can you get one?
Can you get one? Answer in the comments below. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a limited run, so probably not.
Only 1,000 of them.
You could try.
Good luck.
You want to play games that have RTX.
Like, let me just throw this out there.
Yeah.
Battlefield 6.
No.
Really? Battlefield 6 skips ray tracing to reach more players. Battlefield 6 will have over 600 settings on PC. 600? See what they did there?
Yeah.
Smart numbers.
Yeah.
Battlefield 6 may not support ray tracing at all. No plans are in place for it. And that was confirmed by Ripple Effects technical director. So when you think Battlefield, you're like, ooh, we've got buildings exploding. We have all this cool stuff happening. It was the very first to introduce the Mantle API before the industry shifted to Vulkan, and Battlefield 5 was the first title that actually had ray tracing.
Yep.
4 years later, Battlefield 6 saying, nope, we're going a different direction with this bad boy.
We want buildings to come crashing down. And when you put millions of reflections on broken glass, what's gonna happen? 5 FPS.
Yeah, yep. Things start to get a little interesting. Direct quote from the Ripple Effect technical director, no, we're not gonna have ray tracing when the game launches, and we don't have any plans in the near future for it either.
You can see it here on the screen. They did release the minimum, recommended, and ultra specs. So if you guys are ready for this game, check it out. If you need a PC, where do you get it?
MetaPCs.com. Even on the recommended specs, this is manageable.
Oh yeah.
Like recommended, you could run an Arc B580, 8 gigs of VRAM.
And you could be at 1080, getting 80 plus FPS.
Sometimes that's all you're looking for.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
Cooler Master is now offering the GeForce RTX 5090 in slim and thick configurations.
That's with a K, not 2 C's, right?
Yeah, they should have done 2 C's. That would have been better.
Card has 2 C's.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So yeah, Cooler Master graphics cards. Oh my gosh, beautiful. We've seen them at the Tech. We saw them at CES, in fact.
They have the one that you can put your fans in.
Put your fans in. That thing is really cool. Let's see where we can go. Oh no, not available for separate purchase. Dang it. Next. NVIDIA 1080 Ti dunked into car transmission fluid for overclocking experiments using a Dodge Journey transmission cooler. Now that is scary. Do we trust the Dodge Journey at all? Delivers 7 to 16% gains.
Distilled water, I hardly know her.
Distilled water, I've never even heard of it. Why do you need that? You got car transmission fluid. Trash Lord on Reddit, of course. Great username, that's fantastic. He went over to the NVIDIA subreddit and showcased this experiment. Check out the video on this bad boy. This is nuts. There he is, plugging the power into that card and the chicken helping for some reason. That's great, I like that. That's fun. A nice cooler. There it is.
Valvoline Max Life.
This chicken looks incredibly confused.
Oh, it looks like blood.
Wow. Why did this work? Why would you do this? There's so many whys. Let's dig into it. The cooling works remarkably simply. The host took a large plastic container, as you can see, he put that Strix GTX 1060, stripped it down to the PCB and heatsink. That was him unscrewing all of that, taking it apart, connected via a riser cable to a clean motherboard on the outside. So he just got the card in here, no other components, things like that. He poured 2.1 gallons of ATF on top of it, filling the tub about halfway through. Then he installed a submersible pump inside the tub to circulate the fluid, which was connected to an external pump that facilitated the exchange of hot ATF for cold. And that was his first loop that he developed there. Now the second loop, this is where things get interesting. This is where the Dodge Journey comes into play, boys and girls. This involved taking the aforementioned warm ATF and running it through a Dodge Journey transmission cooler, which acted essentially as a radiator to cool it down. The chilled fluid then flows back into the tub, completing the loop and actually creating something akin to a real car's internal mechanism.
Would you buy a Dodge PC?
You know what? I might. Hitman 3, look at all the extra frames. He's getting what? 12, excuse me.
Yeah.
12 extra frames there. Far Cry 6, stock core clock. That's good stuff. Nice job. AMD Ryzen 9000i GPU-less CPUs are listed for under $300. Unreleased Pro chips start at $350. More Zen 5 to compete against Intel. That's kind of fun. Thanks to hardware leaker Momomo US, which we've seen a lot of leaks from this individual. There's a couple US retailer listings for several unreleased AMD Ryzen Zen 5 processors. You have the Ryzen 7 9700F and the Ryzen 5 9500F, which means you've got no integrated graphics on there, which is fine. Targeted at consumers, whereas the Ryzen 9 Pro 9945, 9745, and the 9645 are for businesses. $294 on one of these. That's $35 less than the current price of the 9700X. So both of those processors, 8-core, 16-thread config. However, the 9700X gets you the higher clock speeds and those integrated graphics. You also have the Ryzen 5 9500F, $217. We don't know where that's gonna actually end up, so just take that with a grain of salt. We'll see where it actually lands. You can see some of the comparisons as well with your cores threads and your TDP as well, alongside of this lineup of Ryzen processors. Check that out. AMD is apparently preparing to introduce the company's Ryzen Pro 9000 processors, thereby completing the Zen 5 product lineup. It will be whole. We can be a family again.
Family.
So check that out. Some interesting stuff. Maybe it might fit into your next build if you're looking for a processor that is on the more budget end.
Now, I've got an article here. This actually comes from Jared. He sent this to me and he said, put this in news.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know. And
Linux?
I think you're going to actually like this, though.
Really? Well, I'll be the judge of that. Linux Gaming OS Kazeta
Yeah.
promises console gaming experience of the 1990s for PC users. It supports almost any DRM-free game past or present. That's kind of fun. Whoa! Is that a card slot?
Uh-huh. It is.
Okay, I'm getting excited. With this new Linux-based OS from the makers of Chimera OS, the promise is of a gaming experience where you just insert a cart, power on, and play. So you prepare the carts, and it looks like they're using SD cards in this as well. That's what you kind of saw in the image. You can turn any DRM-free game into a physical cart. And if you just had this set up, like this is a gaming station, a retro gaming station, and that's what you used it for, I mean, the specs wouldn't have to be crazy. You're not needing a whole lot. That's kind of fun.
You've got a printer at home. You could print stickers to put on the cards.
Yes.
So then you literally can make your own like physical versions of games.
That's fun.
That are DRM free that you could put in here and play. That's fun.
That's
right?
fantastic.
Say that again?
For non-technical people who get lost in Chimera OS or SteamOS menu interface structure, a disenchantment with digital storefronts and a fondness of those old physical games like you mentioned, and a feeling that preserving a digital game collection like this was a good way to do it. So it needs a little bit of work to set up and get started, but after that, your 90s console gaming style, you're off to the races.
I think you should own the game. If you pay for the game, you should own the game. And having a physical copy that is DRM free, doesn't need updates, anything like that. Those story games, get Red Dead Redemption 2, toss it onto a 256 gig SD card, print a little label on it, and then anytime you want to play it, you just pop it in. That's so fun.
I love that. And give kids the opportunity to take a cartridge and put it in to a PC. It's like, dude, that just sounds like so fun to me.
I know.
That sounds fantastic.
I want to do this.
I love this. This is
wanna
great.
do this.
I love Linux now. I've been turned. This is great. NVIDIA's giving away a GeForce RTX 5090 Borderlands 4 Edition card. Some of these cards that NVIDIA's come up with collaboration, I haven't been like the biggest fan of the design. This is cool.
This one looks cool.
I love this. NVIDIA recently announced that it's gonna give away a copy of Borderlands 4 with RTX 50 series GPU purchases. In fact, if you buy a PC from Meta PCs with a qualifying GPU, that translates as well. It now appears NVIDIA said, you know what? We are gonna give away something that doesn't require a purchase as well.
Ooh.
That's kind of cool. Look at that. You can go enter to win, and it's so easy. It's over on Twitter for the NVIDIA GeForce Twitter account. All you have to do is share your favorite Borderlands memory and reply Borderlands 4 RTX to enter to win over on X/Twitter. Very cool.
You can't afford not to try.
You can't afford not to, buddy. Go do that. I think we also have a Borderlands giveaway coming up.
We do. I'll just bring it over.
Okay, let's see this thing. Guys, we have partnered with 2K Gearbox Software to give away this one-of-one Borderlands 4 themed PC. No others exist like it. If you want to enter to win, click the link in our bio because this PC is loaded. You've got a 9800X 3D, a 5080 Founders Edition card in this bad boy, not to mention the 64 gigabytes of Kingston memory in this bad boy as well. 2 terabytes of storage. This thing is loaded and ready to go. So go click the link in our bio to enter to win, to find more information. Borderlands for PC for Meta PCs, Gearbox, and 2K, so you can enjoy being a Vault Hunter on your brand new Meta PC system. Go enter to win, okay? Whoa, where'd it go? Oh, wait, it's probably over at metapcs.com. It's time for an ad. Metapcs.com, we've just added a bunch of ready-to-ship systems. You can build your own PC. That's totally cool. That's why we make content on the channel like this. But if you just want to plug and play, be ready to go right out of the box, all you got to do is go to metapcs.com. Ready-to-ship systems available today. That means they ship the next business day, like the Night Reaper. Check that out. That's kind of fun. Go to metapcs.com. Get yourself a new PC today. All right, back to the news. This is Chinese brand Vast Armor. They quietly added a new version of the Super Alloy model based on the 9070 XT that everyone is just eating up. That card has done very well. This is the flagship SKU from the brand right now, available in a few different variants. Today, the company is introducing, check it out, Super Ally Pro version. Which is going to sit between the Super Ally, and the Ally Ultra. There are no changes to clocks. The card ships with the same 2570 megahertz game clock and 3100 megahertz boost clock. Non-Pro also features 3 8-pin power connectors, a 2.5 slot thickness, and a triple fan design. The main change, power requirements. Vast Armor now says, hey, you got to have an 800 watt PSU instead of 750 for the non-Pro model. Product description also mentions a new vapor chamber cooling system and phase-changing Honeywell pads.
Now, unfortunately, that's only if you're in
China! China exclusive! Now, you may find it, the global market sometimes updates and expands in the future, so make sure that you are subscribed to keep an eye on what happens going forward, because this is a cool looking card. You can upgrade FSR 3.1 games to FSR 4 with manual DLL swapping. GitHub community discovers FSR swapping works similar to DLSS upgrades. So AMD users can now manually upgrade FSR.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. According to DLSS Swapper on X, GitHub users have uncovered that FSR 3.1 games can be upgraded to FSR 4 by manually replacing the game's FSR 3.1 DLL files with DLL files from AMD's latest FSR SDK. Very similar to how NVIDIA users have been able to upgrade DLSS over the past several years. The users found that they just had to rename the loader DLL file and then drop all 3 of them in the same directory, where an FSR 3.1 games files are located, and it upgrades the FSR to 4.
The younger kids just don't get. This is what the things that we used to do, like
all the time.
Diablo, widescreen support, not there. Diablo 2, no. But when there was, it's because someone went in and changed a file.
Like, boom, look, it works. Check that out, that's pretty cool. 2 custom graphics cards popped up in ASUS's Facebook groups this week, and both of them deserve a double take. GPU number 1, shall we? 4090 ROG Strix card. One modder in China said, you know what, this old Strix card, a little bit too loud. I don't like it. It's making too much noise. But the Astral, a little bit too plain. It's like a Little Red Riding Hood, right? Yeah. Not too hot, not too cold, is that right?
Looking for that just right.
He 3D printed a custom shroud to land somewhere in between. The result is a hybrid design that borrows the Astral's cleaner look while keeping the personality of the Strix card. And to top it off, the card got a new name. Now, second creation. That is incredible. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
I gotta know if that memory slot is functional.
Yeah, I have so many questions about this. It looks like it started life as a Strix liquid cool, but now comes with an extra feature, a memory slot on the shroud, purely cosmetic.
So they literally added a slot just to make it look cool.
Dude, that is wild. Well, mission accomplished. It looks something. Okay. It looks something.
I don't hate this.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I don't hate it. Let me know what you guys think about these creations in the comments down below. Earlier this year, leakers confirmed that Intel is moving forward with plans to launch a 52-core variant of Nova Lake S. This next-gen desktop CPU architecture would mark the first major increase in core count for Intel. That's going to double your performance and E-cores of Arrow Lake. The Nova Lake S platform is said to feature 16 P cores, 32 E cores, and 4 LP cores. And of course, where did these leaks come from, Phil? shipping manifests.
Yep,
Phil said it,
that's
where it all come from. These are not CPUs or thermal test units, but actual testing equipment. The data also confirms the platform uses LGA 1954 socket with a 45 by 37.5 millimeter size, which matches the current LGA 1851 dimension. So that means your coolers and all that fun stuff will still be compatible, which is kind of fun. So something to look forward to, potentially. Wait, where does the graph, what? Smaller boards often come with unusual design choices, such as moving slots to the back, and that's typically where storage goes. But Mac's son said, what if we took the entire graphics card and put it on the back of a motherboard? And they said it just like that.
That's exactly how they said it.
That's how I heard it in the press release. Mac's son has taken us a step further by moving the entire PCI-E slot to the backside, which allows the GPU to be installed behind the board. How are you gonna mount a GPU on the backside? You've got to make room for it.
There's no chassis that have that. I mean, maybe there's one out there, maybe they're making it, but like, yeah.
It must be. The board is called the Terminator B670 BKBD5 Wi-Fi. That is part of Mac's son's unusual lineup. The board still includes PCIe ×4 connector in the usual spot where a full-size PCIe slot would normally be. Two dual PCIe connectors on ITX boards are rare. On the back, there's also M.2 for storage. And what I'm most curious about is the news that is surely going to follow this shortly after, which would be, what are you gonna put this in? And I'm guessing that is coming. In order to keep up to date on that and all these weird new inventions in the PC hardware space, you gotta make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're gonna talk about this as soon as we find out more, because I wanna see a build.
Subscribing right now.
Whoa, look at all this.
Oh my God.
Whoa, whoa, help!
Speaking of drowning in subscribers, we're also drowning in members.
Members, guys, thank you so much for joining the Meta PC's members here on the channel. If you guys don't know, that's where we post stuff like this. Exclusive behind the scenes content that nobody else gets to see except for members here on the Meta PC's channel. And so many of you have joined through our live streams that we're doing daily, every weekday here on the channel, and people who are just enjoying the videos and want to see a little bit more. We've had a whole ton of members join over the past weeks and months that it's starting to get out of hand. I'm getting performance anxiety. Fezlin Rage, Chris K, Ernesto, my favorite tech, Pumpkinhead, Pink Goose, Short Ideas, Papple.
Hey, that's me.
That's you. Jose Garcia, Andy Leo, Hamster the Kiwi, and wait, Ryan Gilpatrick.
Hey, doesn't he work here?
He works here. Guys, make sure you join the Meta PC's members here on YouTube to get access to backstage content. And as always, we'll see you next time. That's been Meta PC's News. We have anything else to talk about?
That's it.
Wow, this is me in the future. It's me now? Oh, I don't know. Meta PCs, thanks for subscribing. We'll see you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye-bye.